Holy Stone, the HS360D. Yes. We do have a thunderstorm way out there, but I love the clouds on a thunderstorm day. All right, how you doing? Dad Random here. I'm chilling today in my truck, about to go out to the new flying spot. Now there's an upper pavilion, and this upper pavilion seemed to be a good spot to do some testing. Now I've had in my possession a Holy Stone drone called the HS360D. Now, I flew the HS360E earlier this spring, the E model, and the D and the E have some slight differences, but most of the flight characteristics I believe are the same. So what we're going to do is we're going to get it out in the open air and get it, do not really a range testing, but mostly get some flight testing in. The features of this are very similar. So all of the software features, such as the follow features, the track feature, basically using GPS, the route planning features are pretty much the same. The camera's the difference. Now this one though has a 40-minute battery, so that's really where this one's a little bit different than the older one. Where the batteries in this one happen to give you upwards of 40 minutes of flight time. So we're going to see if that's an advantage. But the Holy Stones really have pretty good flight characteristics, meaning good connectivity. It does have OTG cable connectivity. It means that it uses advanced Wi-Fi. So you connect your phone up to the controller connects to the drone. So we're going to try that out. I'm going to get it out of this box. This will be the last time you see the box. We'll do the unboxing on the table, and then we'll get it up in the air. All right. All right. So this is the park right here. It's got some cool features. I mean, it's got a lot of really interesting art. It's kind of tucked away. It's basically a bike park. So I just said, well, this could also be a pretty good drone park. But we're going to walk up to this upper pavilion. It seems like it's a little more tucked away. The other one was empty today, but decided to be a little bit more discreet today. Try to get in more of the park, or the part of the park that would be possibly empty, so I can fly. I've never been up here, so. Oh wow, what a great overlook. So I think I found my FPV flying sites for the future here. But we've been really hot. We've been mostly 100 degrees plus, and it's been very difficult getting flying in. So all right, now we're in a pavilion. We'll get all this echo, but I'd rather have echo than be melting. There are some interesting things to fly around here, so hopefully we'll get some of those in. All right, so once again, the Holy Stone H360D. So that's upside down. All right, let's take it out of the box and let's just see what's inside. All right, Dad Random back. We're dodging thunderstorms this morning. Right on cue. I wonder if you heard that. But here it is, the Holy Stone HS360D. Comes with a battery, the drone, a second battery, gimbal cover, which I'm going to remove right now, carry straps, extra props, all the connections. This has a static gimbal, so it is just mounted, it's shock mounted, much like another drone that I tested. But that one had image stabilization, and I don't believe this one has image stabilization. So I'll be very interested to see the footage I get out of this with image stabilization. This is 4K. I do have an SD card in it, a high capacity SD card. I've had a I've had mixed results with SD cards, high capacity SD cards in some of these drones. This is a sub 250 quadcopter, and it's gray, as you can see. So, and it is 4K, so that's some of the advantages. The Holy Stone system does have this little charging connector for the battery. So the battery, it doesn't have the connector inside of the battery itself. I'm hoping that this turns into internal charging someday. I'm also hoping, if my footage doesn't turn out that great today, that they think about putting EIS in this. This does not have image stabilization that I know of, so I don't really have a lot of positivity about the video quality I'm going to get. I don't have a lot of positive. You know me, I'm video man. So, but the controller feels nice. It does have the pre-programmed buttons on the front. It does have the gimbal angle. It does have a gimbal angle and a zoom button. You've got I think a 3-speed button. You've got a camera, take a picture, take a video, and a button for GPS. And I don't know if that's to turn the GPS off. I don't know. Most of the time it's to turn the GPS off so you can fly without it. It could be a return to home. I don't know. My guess, it might be a return to home because this is GPS capable. So we've got a nice big phone holder, nice and beefy, and we are now USB-C, and I'm going to be connecting this to an iPhone 16. So yeah, takeoff and land button right there. So we do have a takeoff and landing button, power button, and so forth. Now this does take a minute to set up, and I do need to do the gimbal dance, okay? And I have to use my phone. So we will be recording the flight. Let's make sure I've got all my apps off, and let's get this phone connected. This does use an app called let's see if I can find it here. It's the HS Fly app. It's the app, it's the one on the bottom there, HS Fly. We'll see. All right. So we probably won't fly the whole battery is my guess. If it's a 40-minute battery, there's no way I'm gonna fly 40 minutes. But that is cool. I like that battery technology is getting better. And these are heftier batteries than the previous batteries. These are 18, let's see, the capacities, these are 2,500 milliamp batteries. So 2,500s. They're 2S batteries, lithium ion polymer batteries, 18.5 watt hours. That gives you some idea of the battery capacity for the HS360D. There we go, we got it. Okay, so long press to turn on the controller. I think you click it. Oh yeah, long press to turn it on. Let's get the app going, and we'll get the aircraft in connection mode. So you're going to have to go and watch me do the dance. All right. So I'm going to go out here and do the takeoff dance after I get this thing started. We do have a thunderstorm way out there. But I love the clouds on a thunderstorm day. All right, so we are in calibration mode, and I'm going to go ahead and tap on the calibration button. It says level calibration. Oh, so we got to put it on the ground. So let's put it out here, set it down. And we put level calibration. Usually we bring our sticks up and in. It said it was okay, actually, so I'm going to do this really quick. And And then we'll do this, and we should be able to fly it. So, all right. Ooh, I can hear the lightning and the thunder right now. But she's moving off to the north. All right, Dad ran him back. I just had to turn off the drone and turn it back on, reconnect the controller, and now it's firing up. So here we go. Let's fire it up. All right, sounds nice. All right, so one thing I can say right away is we've got a nice solid hover. So there is our hover right there. Nice and stable. Good solid hover is always good. Begin, huh? Let's go ahead and record. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the, actually I have to record my screen. Oh yeah, let's turn that off and we're gonna start a new screen recording. All right, we're back. All right, let's take it out and see what we can get here. And let's get some video. Now I should just hit the video button, huh? Yep, I just hit the video button. And just kind of check out the area. And if you want to see that thunderstorm I've been looking at, it's way off there. There it is, right there. You can see it's moving off to the north. All right. One of the things that you're going to see right now is that I've got my videos all over the place, and that is because this drone lacks image stabilization. So I'm going to keep it relatively high and then send it out. Let's go to sport mode. So we're flying in sport mode right now, out over the bike path here, and you can see it's going to be fighting. And you know, I do have zoom control. You can see I'm zooming in, I'm zooming out. But if you just leave the sticks, you can adjust the camera straight down, and that's just not, it's you know, video, we're not going to get usable video for sure. But you know, if this thing has EIS, it's going to be a pretty good drone, and that was the case of the E model. So, and I'm getting some, oh, there's one raindrop there. Looks like I'm between the rainstorms here. I'm going to go ahead and look back towards me. I do have good GPS lock, so I'm just going to look back towards where I'm sitting. So one thing I would ask for Holy Stone is that, you know, I would say drones of this caliber, when you start getting up in the D and E models, they should have EIS. I mean, that's a minimum. I really do think so. Flying it with one hand. So we are getting video recording. I am recording onto a SD card 4K, but if I'm going to record 4K, I want to be able to use it for something. And when it's shaky like this, and it's not really windy, I could fly anything today. And it wouldn't be terribly windy. So I'm going to go into camera mode. Okay, so I'm in camera mode. So this is the mode that is the most stable. And I'm still making progress. And so you can tell it's not that windy today. So, all right. So I'm going to fly over to our pavilion. All right, let's go to this pavilion right here. And then I'm going to put it into, I'm going to put it in normal mode right here. Actually, let's go back. Let's go to our pavilion. So it's, I mean, it's flying great. I mean, there's no question about it. It's a great flyer. That's, and if as far as battery is concerned, we really have, we have a lot of battery life. So if you want to get a lot of flight time, I would say this drone is made for flight time for sure. So I'm gonna get close to us here, get out on the pathway there, and as it comes in, there she is right there. Looks great in the air. Great looking drone. You know, Holy Stone is doing a lot of good stuff, and you know, you can't. The one thing you can't do is you can't not neglect the camera, because really that's what people buy these for. It's a camera drone. I mean, that's the whole purpose of putting a camera on it. And I'm going to go ahead and go down here. I'm going to see if I can get the follow function going here. Now it does have. Let's see. I'm trying to get follow. It's not letting me follow anything. It's probably because I'm not there. We can set it up to do a, you know, let's go here and let's, okay, so for some reason I'm not able to turn on or work the functions. They're not, you know, they're not working. I mean, I can get myself in there, I don't know. Yeah, none of the features are working. None of my software, and I thought they worked before, and you know, they're not. There's filter cannot be switched. Oh, during the video here. Oh, okay, let me turn on. Oh, here we go. Turn the video off. There we go. That's what's going on. I got the video running. Let's go. Let's set up a pathway. Okay, so there we are. There's the neighborhood. I've got a nice big open. I've got a nice big open field. So we're gonna go at this. We're gonna go here, 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 and then we're gonna come back. Hit go. So we gotta go up a little bit higher. Hit go. Let's see, 15 meters. We're almost 60 feet, right? Slide to the right. There we go. So it's going to do a pre-programmed path for us. There it goes. Yeah, so that's working really good. And I'm looking down, so the drone is basically, and there is basically flying that pre-programmed path. Which is working great. It's now to waypoint, it's getting to waypoint 2. Now it's gonna hang a left and go to waypoint 3. So the bike park we're at is called Snake Hollow. If you're wondering what it was. So things are working good. There's waypoint 3. This is a great place to do waypoints, by the way. You can pick out places in the park and change your map. And there it goes to waypoint 4. This gives you a really large area to fly into. So now it's out to waypoint 4, and then it'll come back to us and be right where we started. So that was pretty cool. But once again, you know, we want to have stable video when we're doing this. You know, that would be cool. So all right, we're gonna go back to yep, it's coming right back. That's very accurate, by the way. That was very accurate. And I'm gonna bring it down. And it's letting me, yep. letting me, okay. All right. Let's see, put the subject in frame. So let's bring it to us. Trying to bring it down here. And I am the subject that's going to be in frame here. So right there. Let's see if it'll put me in frame here. All right. Camera. Putting me in frame there. Let's go back. Let's go to ensure the good lighting, keep a distance 3 to 10 meters from the subject, then frame them, move steady pace. So that's me right here. And I am in a, let's see, right here, let's go to the right. And is it gonna follow me in the frame? It's not, maybe the lighting? I don't know. Yeah. The feature that works the best. All right. Okay, so the feature that works the best on this one is probably the GPS follow, which is this one here. And it just follows your GPS signal, which it does a really good job. So I would say the most usable one is GPS. This is the one I'd use if I was on a bike. And this is a bike place, a bike. So. All right, anyway. Let's see, orbit radius. Let's go to 180, let's see, 80 feet. Let's do an orbit. So now it's rising. And it's setting up its orbit. Let's see, is it working? Yeah, it's doing its orbit. So it starts at the center of where you begin it, and then it goes out 100 feet. So it's tricky. So you probably want to start where you're standing and let it go away from you. So, all right, there's your orbit. Let's finish that up. Looks like we have VR goggles. We've got some color adjustments we can make, and we do have some smart features using your hand gestures. All right, let's see, battery-wise. We're still kicking butt on battery. So the one thing that I can tell you for sure on this aircraft is that battery-wise, we're in good shape. All right, let's take some pictures. Now we're taking video. Let's take some images here. I want to get some pictures of the thunderstorm going by, which is way cool. We got a thunderstorm. That's pretty cool. Wow. So taking pictures, you're in. I think taking 4K images, that's something that this thing is doing that does really well. I think that is, if you're gonna say that there's a strength to this platform, pictures are definitely one of them. Let's just do, do I have any other picture options? Let me just go into here, hit OK. I'm gonna go to panorama. So I'm gonna do a panorama. Let's do that. Let's do that since we have such beautiful dynamics today. So now we're doing a panoramic image. So I would say the strengths of the HS360D are basically photography right now. I haven't looked at the images closely. You know, when you're shaking a lot, you're going to get some blur. But hopefully, you know, what would it take for them to do a firmware update on this model with the longer battery life and the improved flying characteristics, and just make it a stable video platform? I think if these guys are going to do anything, that's something that would be beneficial to them. That's for sure. All right. So there is our panorama. Okay. And what else we got? We got slow motion, which isn't going to help us today. All right, let's fly back. And do a little bit of we're going to do a little debrief here, because I think I know enough about this to really give it some, to give it what it needs as far as a review. Look, as far as flying is concerned, I mean, we're a really, really, really good flying bird. I mean, they've got really good stability. Let's go ahead and land it. Let's see if I can do a hand landing. There we go. We got a hand landing. That was nice. Very stout, little stable little bird. So one press and then a long press. All right. So there's a lot of really good things about this that I can already tell you. If you want a nice stable flying bird, you've got really good optical stability. I mean, it was really nice just when it was within, like I said, the range of other people. So if you're going to fly around people, you can control it great. It's going to hold its position. As far as the image quality, I would say picture images are going to be its strength. So I guarantee that the images that I get are going to be okay. If you know, from 4K, I don't know what the pixel the pixel count is on this. I don't think you pixel peep when it comes to, you know, something like this. But Holy Stone is doing some experimentation, I believe, with this. I believe that they've updated their flight control system. I think they decided that battery conservation is something they're going to work on. They're going to create really good flight time, and then they're going to add a stellar camera to this thing. And once the camera goes to the EIS of the E model, you're really in it for a really good drone. I mean, especially if it's priced correctly. And that's the other point is, what are you paying for that? You know, because if this is the model that you're going to have available to you, and you can get it stabilized, I mean, it's a really good option. I would agree. So anyway, for Dad Random and Holy Stone, the HS360D. This is the 360D. And like I said, great for taking pictures. You get you know, you can put a big old beefy SD card in there. It flies great. You know, as far as stabilized video, you know, you saw what you saw. I don't think anybody's trying to hide that. But I really do think that Holy Stone is making steps forward, especially after flying the E model. I don't know if you recall, go back to my spring video with flying the E, and the E was really good. I thought the E was comparable to a lot of drones, and gives you an option. So it's not if we compared every drone to every drone, we would be basically going usually one direction, you know. But with this, you've got a pretty good stable platform. So all right, here we go. So we got, like I say, we're on a busy trail today. But all right, look at that. You know, that makes things nice. Yeah, I love those dogs. I think that's a healer. Healers are amazing. All right, Dad Random later. Have a good one. Bye.